Floss Tube. This is Cass, half of Dances with Floss. I'm a little behind on my Flossmas. Life has been lifing. Nothing bad, I promise. Just really busy at Christmas. Life with kids, even teenage kids, we're pretty busy. So I have a lot of catching up to do. Although I'm sure that you're watching lots of other floss tubers and getting to see all the beautiful floss from Roxy Floss Co. From their collaboration with, it just flew out of my head. But it'll come back to me. I still have only opened the first 6 because I wanted to wait for you. It felt wrong. Of course, I have been watching everybody's videos and seeing them, so I kind of know what I'm going to see, but I didn't want to do it without you. So let's get started. I've got Santa Claus and the tree, my warm mulled cherry wine, and a bunch of floss to open. We left off at skein 6, so which was garland. So, and I am putting them on a ring and labeling them on the back with the number for the day. So I plan to use these on Hawk Run Hollow, Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, which I officially started and I've already had to frog the border. If you've watched our recent progress video that we just will have put up, so probably I'll already be behind again by the time you see this, because I think I'm going to post our progress video and then like the next day post this. And Tanya was over here, and so we recorded her Flossmas while she was here so that I could get that edited and posted for you. So there's that. So we're on day 7. Are you guys keeping up with your Christmas stitch-alongs? I didn't do a Christmas stitch-along because I knew I had a whole bunch of starts planned and I just needed to do that. Ooh. This one was Kiss Kiss. It's kind of a dark pink, which I love pink. Kiss Kiss. Very excited to add that to my floss ring. We'll get her added. Day 8. Ooh, this is prettier in person than I imagined it would be when I saw it. This is Slate. I know it's supposed to be a gray, but it's kind of a nice blue gray. I would dig that. So day 8 is Slate. Making some good progress on that color palette I get to use. And really, other than what I used for the border on Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, I really do think that I'm going to be able to use all these colors from what I've seen. I did for the border use a sulky floss. I did not use black. I used a blendable to get some extra color because that's just the way I am. Add some interest when you can. This is pretty. This is milk chocolate. So where do you fall on chocolate? My son and I were discussing this the other day, and turns out we both actually have the same similar favorite candy bar. His favorite candy bar is Almond Joy, and mine is Mounds. And he said, and neither of us knew that about each other, just kind of an accidental thing. But it kind of made sense to me because they're similar. The only difference is, aside from the nut, Almond Joy has nuts, Mounds don't. But the reason I prefer Mounds over Almond Joy is not because of the almond. I actually love almonds. It's because Mounds is dark chocolate. And I prefer dark chocolate. And my son, same thing. He likes it because of the coconut. He could care less about the almond. He likes it because of the milk chocolate with the coconut. So, weird thing. But it made sense to me when he said that that was his favorite, because I was like, well, that makes sense because I know what my favorite is. I just think milk chocolate's too sweet. So, we're on day 10 now. The Cherry Best. Cherry or cherry? I think cherry. Cherry Best, I think. I don't think it's cherry. Cherry. It's a beautiful color too. Get a lot of good reds in this. That's going to be the interesting comparison. Okay. So this is the new one, right? This is the Cherry Best. This one is Suitable. And then this one, to look at it again, Smitten. The variations in red there. It's a nice comparison. Okay. I really should be adding these to my ring in order. Probably make my life easier, huh? So let's open up my fancy ring. And these are nice. If you don't have these, they're nice and flexible. And I bought a pack of them. You can get a pack of like 20 or 30 of them. Not that you need that many, but you know, people buy stuff like that for table gifts, right? But you can buy like a big pack of them on Amazon for less than 10 bucks. And I use them all the time. Of course, I have the big case for my floss, for my master set. But if I'm going somewhere to stitch and I'm pulling out some to take with me, then I need these rings, and then I just put them back when I get home. So they're a good investment. Cherry Best. Okay. So we are on now day 11. Okay, it's another really nice green. Coniferous. I mean, can you really have too many of these blue greens? Hey, kind of matches my chair. I'm sitting on the floor in my living room in front of my Christmas tree. Because I'm opening my Christmas present to myself. Stay on the ring, flosses. My question for those of you that have master sets. So if you have a master set, what do you, of DMC, what do you do with your overdyes? How do you store those? Comment, please, enlighten me. I'd like to know, because I have to figure out that problem eventually, because when I start finishing some of these with their overdyes, I'm going to have to work out a storage system for my overdyes. So day 12. Ice rink. That's a nice pale blue. Sorry for all the crinkling. Day 13. Ooh. Pink peppermint. I like pink. I'll get lots of use out of this. I actually don't think I have any pinks by Roxy Floss yet, so kind of excited. So we are at the halfway mark, I think I figured out, for catching up, because today is the 20th. So I had a lot to catch up. I apologize. Day 14. How Do You Blue? I love their punny floss names. It's a really nice dark blue. $15. Pinot Noir. It's a good color. It's kind of like an eggplant kind of color. I like it. Speaking of which, some mulled cherry wine. Aldi's for the win, am I right? Day 16. Beautiful gold. Get gilded. So we are getting some great colors for my floss conversion I'm going to make. And I think really I'm going to, like I have the pattern picture, and of course I have a DMC set. So like I'll pull the DMC colors and kind of compare what it suggests DMC to use for that and versus what I have. Or I might just like take inspiration from the picture and just go, all right, I think this is what I want this to look like. So we'll see. I kind of liked how Thread Gremlins with their Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, Carolyn was just kind of doing that. She totally went off track and just went with whatever she felt. And I really admired that. I liked hers a lot better than my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Oh, it's another beautiful dark green. Pine needles. We're going to have all the different evergreen trees. Okay. Day 18. We're in the home stretch. Chalk and roll. That's a beautiful color. Day 19 is Chantilly. And the last one, the new one for today, Winter Solstice. So excited about that. So tomorrow is Yule. The actual winter solstice is upon us. I will be celebrating that by going to my local yoga studio where they are doing 108 sun salutations. So we're gonna see if I survive. I do regularly practice yoga, so think I can hang. I understand there will be breaks. There's going to be so many sets of 12, I think, or 12 sets of 8 or 8 sets of 12. I don't know, whatever math's the math to get to 108. But going to try and hang in there. So this is what we have so far. It's a beautiful color set for Christmas at Hakron Hollow. Santa brought me a beautiful present. So there we go. Hopefully that'll end up being my real tag. If not, or my thumbnail picture. If not, I'll try and force it. Learning the tricks. So this is it. This is what we got for the first 20 days. Just beautiful. I'm very excited to get through the last 5 days of flosses, and then I will have my complete kits. Except for I'm not stitching Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm using this on Christmas at Hakron Hollow. And I shouldn't have any problems running out of floss because I am stitching on 20 count fabric. So my wrap-up video for Flossmas, I will, when my kids leave on Christmas Day, I will film that and get it posted on Christmas Day with the last of my floss. I will post that, and maybe to make it fun and festive, maybe I'll show you my Christmas village houses and my progress on Christmas at Hakron Hollow. Hopefully I will have worked on it and stitched a little more on it by then with some of the colors now that I have more colors, because the block 1 is what I'm on right now. I've just been doing the outline of block 1, and there was an incident involving some frogging where I miscounted the border because I started with the border like a good girl. Maybe should not have done that. And it's got a beautiful peacock, which I think, in my opinion, I think this kind of teal blue coniferous would be a good choice for the peacock, possibly. Or no, blue spruce. So I bet that teal peacock probably is blue spruce. But I don't know. Chime in. Let me know what you think. I look forward to watching your floss tubes and seeing your Christmas stitching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tanya and I will continue to occasionally do some extras. I have a secret project that I'm probably going to do some extras without Tanya because it's a gift for Tanya, but she doesn't know that. We'll be seeing that leading up to March. Both of us have a March birthday, and I want to get something done for her birthday because she's a wonderful friend, and I want to make something nice for her. So She knows about the project, but she doesn't know when I'm going to get around to it because she just sees my big stack of whips and is probably in her head thinking she's never going to get this thing. But little does she know, when it's a gift, I can knuckle down. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you for joining me and opening presents with me. And I will hopefully see you again soon.